Hello everybody and welcome to Fast Facts, the new Wine Guild series, live from the cellar of La Vista Family Winery. So I'm so happy to be back doing my videos. So what I'm going to do right now is talk about the format for these videos. What we're going to do is we're going to raise your W.I.Q, your WIC, your wine IQ. And how we're going to do that is we're going to talk about specific wine facts each time that's going to make you smarter and make you enjoy wine more. So today, what are we going to talk about? First, we're going to talk about a segment of the show which I call Grape Gab. And we're going to talk about a specific grape and what you should know about it. So today, we're going to talk about the Sangiovese grape from Italy. A lot of times you guys will see it in a Chianti. Chianti's all Sangiovese. Brunello's all Sangiovese. It's a widely used grape. Now, the interesting fact about Sangiovese is that it also is used in other countries, such as Spain. Now, if it's in Spain, it has a different name. It's called Tempranillo. Jeez, I can't talk today. Tempranillo. Tempranillo. So, same grape, comes genetically the same grape, in a different country, widely used in Spain. This Spanish wine is Palacio del Conde. It's from Valencia, and it's all made from Tempranillo. So it's made from Sangiovese, same thing. So there's your first fact that you're going to learn, is that grapes are widely known, grapes that are widely used will have different names in different countries. So now you know when you're drinking a Chianti, or if you're drinking most Spanish wines, you're going to be drinking the Sangiovese grape. So let's taste one. All right? Now the one we're using is from this Chianti. It's called Strozzi, S-T-R-O-Z-Z-I, Chianti 2012. Let's drink it. Well, first, I forgot to smell it, but the one thing I did smell as I was taking a sip was a bit of cigar, a bit of tobacco smell. This is good. I love that. So let's taste it again because I wasn't thinking. I was smelling and drinking at the same time. You can't do that. You have to do one at a time. Very dry. Long taste to it. It's got some, it has some red cherry in it. Mostly cherry is what I taste. And then the tannins will take over and dry out your mouth, which I love. And that's what's all about Italian wines, is that punch they give you when they dry out your palate. I love it. This one I can drink all day. It's just great. The more you drink a wine, the more you'll taste things too. The more, if I put this down, come back to it later, I'll taste more things. So I encourage you to do that. When you open a bottle of wine, you take a glass, put it down, let it sit for a while, come back later, think about it in depth, and you'll find there'll be more tastes that you haven't found the first time. So there you go. You got your fast fact. You got Tempranillo and Sangiovese, the same grape. Now, let's talk about wine myth. Now, I'd like to debunk a wine myth. When I was a kid, my grandparents always had a jug of wine that they kept under the sink. Now that jug of wine seemed to never go down, even though my grandfather used to have something every day. He used to have a drink of it every day, but it never went down. So the wine myth that I had, or theory that I had, was that these certain types of wines regenerate, right? Probably, if you, this looks familiar, and a lot of times the jugs will be a little bit bigger than this, but this is one of your O-Peachy jugs that were under the sink. And what I'd like to do is test it out. So I'm going to take you now to a little test we did to find out if in fact the wine did regenerate while keeping it under the sink. So we're going to debunk that myth right now, okay? So let's take you to that video. Okay, here we are in the kitchen with the jug of O.P.G. wine, and what we've done is we put a piece of tape in here to determine where the level is, and we're going to put it under the sink. We're going to come back in 24 hours and see what happens. Here it goes, it's going under the sink. Let's see what happens. All right, well, it's been 24 hours, and let's check on it and see what happened. Well, what do you know? Look at that. The wine level is higher than the line we left it at yesterday. Can you believe it? That's amazing. You never know until you try. I'm going to get some more wine. Wow. Would you believe it? There you have it. Definite proof that that's not a myth. That in fact, the O.P.G. wine, if you put it under the sink, it regenerates. Who would have thought? All the money I spend on wine, all I need to do is buy one jug, put it under the sink, and it'll always be there. I tell you, it's something amazing, amazing facts that we find that we're going to teach you right here on the Wine Guild. So, I hope you enjoyed this first Fast Facts episode of the Wine Guild. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to see. We're going to make things fun for you. We're going to make wine fun for you because wine brings people together. That's the best thing about wine. So, in closing, I want to say thank you for watching. Oh, and a shout out. Who am I going to shout out to today? I'm going to shout this one out to Dave Nuzzo, who, a longtime friend of mine who loves his Cabernets, and we're going to have to expand his palate a bit and get him into a little bit more than that. But this shout out goes to Dave Nuzzo, great guy, does great work on heating. Look him up if you need a guy. He's the guy. All right, so there you have it. First episode of the Wine Guild. I'm psyched to do more. Tell me what you want to see. And as we close, all I have to say is, if you like wine, you like people, you like life. And remember, always, build the guild. See you next time on the Wine Guild.